history is littered with examples of unchecked power leading to cycles of oppression. In Bangladesh, we have witnessed this firsthand. From the days of Mujib through to the reign of Hasina, power has been hoarded, not shared. The Awami League, once hailed as liberators, have grown comfortable on the throne, so comfortable, in fact, that every institution that should hold power to account now bows before their will. The judiciary, meant to safeguard justice and fairness, has too often acted as a rubber stamp. The military and the police, sworn to protect the people, have become tools for silencing dissent and ensuring political continuity, no matter the cost. Every time someone stood up, every time a voice was raised in protest, what awaited was persecution. Journalists, students, activists, all threatened, imprisoned, or forced into exile. When oppression becomes routine, distrust festers naturally. Today, as the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, the BNP, steps onto the stage and promises a new beginning, there is hope, yes, but also an unshakable skepticism. Because, let's not rewrite history, the BNP too once tasted unchecked power. When the tables were turned, did things truly change? Or did those same oppressive tactics simply find a different flag to rally under? From political violence to corruption, intolerance for dissent, and even election manipulation, the stains of the past remain vivid. People remember because the wounds of history do not heal when only the actors change, not the script. That is why, at this crucial crossroad, the call is clear and non-negotiable. Reform must precede any transfer of power. This is not merely a slogan or a talking point. It is the very foundation upon which any hope for a new, better Bangladesh rests. We have seen what happens when parties promise reform only after clinching power. They become captive to the same temptations, the same networks, and the same convenient excuses that have kept Bangladesh chained to a cycle of disappointment. For too long, wait and see has been the false comfort offered to the people. Wait until after the election. Wait until things stabilize. Wait until we gain control. But history's lesson is painfully clear. Once entrenched in authority, rarely does a party volunteer to give up its newly won privileges. Instead, the same script repeats: repression disguised as stability, crackdowns justified in the name of nationalism, and the apparatus of state bent toward perpetuating control. That is why we demand, unmistakably, three things: nothing more, nothing less. First, systemic reform. Not cosmetic, not piecemeal, not promises on paper, but genuine changes that would make it impossible for any party, be it the Awami League, the BNP, or anyone else, to claim absolute authority again. This means constitutional amendments that prevent the concentration of power. It means independent commissions empowered to investigate and prosecute corruption and abuse, no matter whose name is implicated. It means a judiciary that is shielded from political interference, a true guardian of rights, not a silent bystander. Second, justice for those who have trampled on our nation's dignity, irrespective of their rank or affiliation. Selling out our sovereignty to foreign actors, orchestrating campaigns of torture and fear, looting public coffers, and overseeing networks of corruption. These are not political differences, but betrayals of the people's trust. And justice cannot pick sides or run on selective memory. Every perpetrator, every collaborator in wrongdoing must face accountability. Only then can overdue healing begin. Only then will Bangladesh truly belong to its people, not to a powerful few. Third, and most urgently, a free and fair election orchestrated under a genuinely neutral interim government. We have suffered enough under elections that were nothing but charades, votes counted before they were cast, results known months in advance, and opposition parties threatened or eliminated. This is not democracy, it is a farce, and the cost is measured in lost futures and broken faith. An interim administration, unbiased and independent, is the only way to restore legitimacy to the system. It is the only way the next government, whatever its name or color, will be accepted by the people as truly theirs. These demands do not spring from political maneuvering. They are the voice of a generation that has risked everything. Bangladesh's youth, aged 18 to 30, have spilled their blood, sometimes literally, to insist that their future will not be mortgaged to more false hope. They have crossed lines that their elders never dared to. Their protests, their movement, their unyielding courage in the face of beatings, arrests, and surveillance all cry out for more than another round of empty promises. They demand substance over rhetoric, accountability over slogans, and results over symbols. Mark this well. BNP cannot simply ask for trust after years of political gamesmanship. Trust is not an unclaimed inheritance. It is something earned day by day, with every act of transparency, humility, and sacrifice. Unless the BNP moves now, concretely, unambiguously, its claims of transformation will ring hollow. Real reform must come before the levers of power are transferred, not after. Because Bangladesh is done playing musical chairs with dictators and strongmen, this time, the stakes are not merely political. This is not about which clique gets to wear the crown for the next decade. This is about ending a cycle of betrayal that has left millions feeling powerless, voiceless, and embittered. It is about rejecting the myth that authoritarianism is the price we must pay for progress or security. It is about setting a standard so rigorous that no party would ever dare betray the people again, not without facing the full force of accountability and public outrage. To every Bangladeshi, and especially to the young hearts still brave enough to hope, do not be lulled by promises. Demand proof, demand action. Demand that all parties, and especially those seeking your vote, lay out their roadmaps for reform in painstaking detail right now. Insist on transparency, on oversight, on mechanisms that will not be easily bypassed or undone by executive decree. Insist that any transition begins not with secret deals or backroom compromises, but with concrete steps made in front of the nation and the world. Every reform, every promise, must be made in the spotlight, not in the shadows. We owe it to the martyrs of our past and the children of our future to finally get this right. Bangladesh deserves more than a changing of the guard. It deserves a genuine rebirth, one sparked not by the ambitions of a few, but by the collective will of millions determined never to be fooled again. If you believe in this vision, if you too dream of a nation where justice is real, reform is lasting, and democracy is authentic, then make your voice heard. Like, share, and comment your thoughts. Let the world know that Bangladesh's people have awakened, and that we will not allow another generation to be betrayed by those who think power is theirs by divine right. Enough is enough. The old game ends here. The people's movement begins now. It is time for Bangladesh to rise to its full promise, not as the playground of the powerful, but as a true republic of its citizens, united in hope, courage, and the unwavering pursuit of justice.